911, what's your emergency?
Help! Somebody please! My neighbor Samantha got attacked by her alligator!
Stay on the line, help is on the way.
Hurry, he is still in the backyard!
In the gentle stillness of Clearwater Springs, Florida, nestled between swaying palms and the distant hum of cicadas, one home stood apart. Not because of its beauty, but because of what it held inside. A haven of harmony between human and wild, or so it seemed. For Samantha Hale, that harmony was everything. Her passion wasn't just wildlife, it was connection. She believed animals could love, forgive, understand. She didn't just care for them. She trusted them. Especially one. His name was Titan. He wasn't rescued from a breeder or a facility. Samantha found him herself, just a hatchling on the edge of the Appalachian swamp, barely bigger than her hand. Where others saw danger, she saw innocence. She wrapped him in a towel and drove him home. At first, Titan lived in a terrarium with heat lamps and clean water. Samantha nursed him with formula and raw fish, documenting his growth for her modest online following. Her captions were affectionate, even maternal. My swamp baby, mama's boy, Titan the cuddle croc. But Titan was no ordinary pet. Over the years, Samantha expanded his enclosure, transforming her backyard into a small ecosystem. There was a pool with shaded rocks, a filtration system, feeding stations. By the time Titan turned 3, he was over 5 feet long. At 5 years, he was 9 feet. Thick, prehistoric, and powerful. She took the legal permission for keeping Titan. Wildlife officials began to notice. So did neighbors. Florida regulations permitted wildlife ownership under certain permits, but even among licensed handlers, few dared keep an alligator in such close proximity. Officials made visits. They raised flags. This isn't a dog. It's a predator. That instinct never dies. But Samantha refused to see him that way. To her, Titan was family. She swam with him, hand-fed him, let him bask near her while she read. On her social media, Titan was a star. Photos of him resting his jaw on Samantha's lap, responding to her voice, even rolling over for belly rubs. She called their bond unbreakable. But cracks were forming. By mid-2023, Titan began showing subtle but alarming changes. His tail twitched unpredictably. He hissed during feeding. He began slamming his body against the side of the pool when approached. One teenage neighbor claimed Titan lunged when she jogged past the fence. Another said she heard Samantha shouting more than once, not in fear, but in frustration. Still, Samantha dismissed the warnings. He's just misunderstood, she'd say. He knows me. He'd never hurt me. Her last video, posted just days before the attack, showed her sitting cross-legged beside Titan as he lay basking in the sun. She fed him pieces of raw chicken, smiling as she spoke. People don't get him. They think he's dangerous. But he's just loyal. Top comments. You're gonna end up in the news. You're playing with fire. This is heartbreaking waiting to happen. She never responded. August 19th, 2023 at 2:47 p.m. The Florida sun beat down on the backyard. Samantha came out with a raw chicken in one hand and a pool skimmer in the other. Titan floated in the shallow end, still and quiet. To the untrained eye, he looked relaxed, but his muscles were coiled. His tail was rigid, his eyes fixed. Samantha stepped into the water, and Titan moved. With horrifying speed, his tail swept beneath her legs, knocking her off balance. His jaws snapped shut on her thigh with enough force to crush bone. And then, the death roll began. Next door, Ellie Monroe had been watering plants when she heard the scream. It froze her blood. She ran to the fence. What she saw would never leave her. Samantha, thrashing, screaming. Titan spinning in the water. Blood swirling. Her body vanishing beneath the surface, then re-emerging, barely. Ellie dialed 911. She's being dragged. She's not moving. There's blood, please hurry. Paramedics arrived in minutes. By then, the pool looked like a battlefield. Red-tinted water. Broken equipment, shattered piece. Wildlife officers had no time for hesitation. They surrounded Titan with poles and tranquilizers. One wrong step, and someone else would die. They pulled Samantha's body from the water. She was still breathing, but barely. Her leg was torn, her ribs shattered, her lungs filled with water. At the hospital, despite everything, she didn't make it. Samantha Hale was pronounced dead at 6:12 p.m. She died believing in connection, in love, in control. But the wild doesn't return love. It doesn't recognize bonds. It only remembers hunger and dominance. The town mourned. Photos of Samantha with Titan, when he was small, flooded social media. Tributes came in from animal lovers across the country. She loved him like her own child, one friend said. But she forgot what he really was. Titan was euthanized 2 days later. He was no longer a misunderstood reptile. He was now a killer. Experts weighed in. Dr. Lena Morales, reptile behaviorist, told reporters, after feeding, gators become territorial. It's not about hunger. It's about dominance. She missed the signs.
The tail slaps.
The lunges. The behavioral shifts. She didn't ignore them out of carelessness. She ignored them because she believed love was stronger. At her vigil, a framed photo rested beside candles. Samantha, holding Titan as a hatchling, smiling. That smile now speaks for every voice who warned her. This wasn't an accident. It was a story written in instinct and blood. If this story moved you, share it. Let Samantha Hale's legacy remind us all. Wild animals are not pets. They are not friends. And when we forget that, they remind us, brutally,